Are you familiar with this song? It's Uruguay's national anthem. In Spanish, Himno Nacional de Uruguay. Hey, I'm not going to play you the entire song because this is the world's longest national anthem in terms of the duration. The entire song lasts 4.5 to 6 minutes long. And by the way, welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to introduce you to Uruguay. Probably a lot of people know Uruguay from the international football game. In the US, we call it soccer. The Uruguay team won Olympic gold medal in 1924 and 1928, and also won 2 FIFA World Cups in 1930 and 1950. So who are some of the most famous soccer players in the country? Suárez is got to be up there.
Muy extrovertido.
But Uruguay is much more than just Suárez. In this video, I'll show you the fun facts about its geography, government, education, resources, and please watch until the end of this video for some of the interesting discovery from my personal solo travel experiences that you can't find online, but you definitely wish you know them before you travel there.
Vamos a fazer com a emoção. Segura, peão. Ahá! Ei! Vamos de novo aí. Ei!
Geography. On the world map, Uruguay is quite small. It is the second smallest country in South America with 3.5 million population. You may be wondering how big of the role this small nation can play in the scheme of the world. Uruguay is one of the largest per capita contributors of forces globally to United Nations. Uruguay had almost 1,000 troops deployed to 7 countries, especially in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. It's Uruguay's largest contingent, with 935 troops supporting the United Nations mission there.
Es más abierto, tienen más confianza con mujeres que con los hombres.
Government. When you think about a king or a president, you think about them living in a presidential mansion or a palace. In Uruguay, the president set a very different image example. José Mujica served as Uruguay's president from 2010 to 2015. Is known for his humble lifestyle. He refrained from living in a presidential residence mansion and instead lived on a very simple farm on the outskirts of Montevideo. He even donated 90% of his monthly salary to the charity and lived on the rest. With such a humble behavior of the country, it's not surprising that Uruguay is actually the least corrupt country in Latin America. It is ranked 23rd, the least corrupt country in the world's Corruption Perceptions Index.
Hi, and this is the Parliament House in Montevideo. It's wonderful here.
Education. Hey guys, can you think of a country that offers a free laptop for every single child going to school? If you think of any, comment below. Apparently, Uruguay is the first country that offers a free laptop to every single child going to school. It really sets an example for the world by providing every child in the school with a free laptop. It was part of the government's initiative to overhaul the education system. Resources. In my previous video called Why Bhutan, the happiest country in the world, where I talked about sustainability concept in the country. Uruguay also cares a lot about sustainability. It relies heavily on renewable energy. Almost 95% of the electricity in Uruguay is from renewable energy resources. So how was my solo travel experiences in Uruguay like? First of all, it's a very long flight for me to fly down from California to the south part of South America. After I arrived in the capital city Montevideo, I spontaneously took a bus traveling between the capital and a nice but small town called Punta del Este. I didn't buy any bus ticket ahead of time. I arrived in the bus terminal first and then looked for the next bus ticket. The bus was quite frequent, so it was manageable. Though I couldn't get the bus ticket for the next couple of buses, I just waited for the next one. I wanted to go to Punta del Este because it's got a lot of artsy stuff like the five-finger sculpture in Spanish called La Mano, and Casa Pueblo, which is an amazing architecture and museum site by the ocean. Although it was manageable to travel from Montevideo to Punta del Este, but when the bus arrived in Punta del Este, it was quite difficult to find any bus that travels between the town center and Casa Pueblo. And after spending some time in Uruguay, I discovered some more fun facts that are very interesting to me. Number 1, about credit card. I was trying to avoid some credit card transaction fees and the fake money scam that I've seen in other parts of South America. So based on my past experiences, I took out more cash in Uruguay peso. When I paid the bill in Uruguay, all the cashier always asks if I wanted to pay by cash or card. So I thought it's quite normal and didn't think anything special about it. So I thought cash would be better. And after a few days in the country, I randomly met a local at the food court where we had dinner together. And during the dinner, she told me if I paid by MasterCard, I could have saved 20% discount off my bills. But if I pay by cash, I'm not going to get any discount. I wish somebody could have told me before I went there. By the time I knew about this, it was already on the last day before I was leaving. Second is about temperature. Something interesting about Uruguay is that you can find temperature display anywhere and everywhere, no matter if it's on the road or even when I was taking a bus. I've never found anyone who's more obsessed with temperature than myself, and this is the first time in a foreign country where I don't constantly need to check my iPhone weather app because I can find temperature everywhere I go. Number 3 is about currency. The country uses 2 currencies interchangeably, and people can react to it. One is peso and the other is USD. The peso is usually used in the daily life, like buying grocery and food and stuff. But in the real estate market, you can see they always list the housing price with the USD. Do you know the reason? Because if they list the house in peso, that number would look huge. And right now the exchange rate is 1 USD to 43 pesos. And think about if they list it in USD, the number will look a lot smaller. For the same house, you can list as 1 million in US dollar or 43 million pesos. So it's a lot more attractive to the home buyer. So they always list the big items in USD. Pretty smart, right? So after watching my video, which of the above fun fact is the most fascinating to you? Leave a comment below, and hope you enjoy my video, and do share this video with friends if you find it interesting. And by the way, I've written more detail about my Uruguay experiences in my second book, 1 Million Miles, on page 146. I will also share my book link below as well. One last thing, very importantly, do you know what it is? Yes, hit the like and subscribe button below. You got it. See you next time. Adios. Hey, welcome back. What am I drinking today? It's bubble tea without bubble. Basically just milk tea. But I'm pretty fascinated with its new packaging. It's like a can cover, very well sealed. Let's try it out. Pretty good. Cheers.